The paralyzed old man was about to eat the last bun in his hand when he accidentally noticed a hungry weasel. He kindly split the bun in half and threw it in front of the weasel. To his surprise, after finishing the bun, the weasel kept bowing and thanking him. Seeing the weasel's unusual behavior, the old man thought it was a sign of good fortune for him and his descendants. The next day, however, his children brought him to a dilapidated temple and left him to fend for himself. The neighbors saw this and scolded them for being heartless. They all said that raising children to care for their parents was the way to avoid misfortune. But the eldest son said the old man's illness couldn't be cured and any further care would be a waste of money. The second son said he didn't have time to deal with his father's needs. The third daughter shamelessly said that anyone with a heart could take the old man in. Just as everyone was speechless, the orphan the old man had taken in years ago rushed back from school. She begged her foster parents to take her grandfather home, but none of them were willing. They left, saying they didn't want to take responsibility. Unbeknownst to them, the weasel had witnessed everything. At that moment, the old man called out to John, who was about to leave the crowd. 3 years ago, John's wife had borrowed $500 from the old man when she gave birth. Now the old man, penniless, wanted to get it back. To his surprise, John denied it. He claimed that without a receipt, the old man was just confused. John and his wife left coldly. The old man angrily cursed that those who don't repay their debts would face misfortune. Thankfully, true kindness still existed. His granddaughter gave him all the money she had saved. The neighbor lady brought him some simple food. The two of them decided that the neighbor would take care of the old man's daily needs. The girl would work and send him living expenses regularly. However, just a few days after she returned to school, the neighbor called her urgently, saying something serious had happened. When the girl rushed back to the temple, she was shocked to find that her grandfather was no longer paralyzed. A crowd of villagers were kneeling before him. The neighbor explained that last night, the old man suddenly recovered. He seemed to have been possessed by a divine being, helping villagers fulfill their wishes. Seeing the girl's disbelief, the old man instructed the neighbor to make a wish so the girl could witness it. The neighbor, excited, moved forward. She said 20 years ago, she had broken her leg. Her greatest wish was to walk like a normal person again. The old man instantly agreed. He plucked a hair from his chin and asked the neighbor to burn it and drink the water. With a skeptical attitude, the neighbor did as instructed. She set the hair on fire and placed it in water. The water turned milky. When she drank it, the miracle happened. Her leg healed instantly, and she was able to walk like a normal person. The neighbor immediately kneeled and thanked the old man. The others followed suit, calling it a miracle. John and his wife, who were watching from the doorway, couldn't sit still. They squeezed through the crowd and asked the old man if he could help them fulfill their wish. The girl immediately scolded them for being shameless. Others said that when the old man was ill, they refused to repay their debts. Now they were shamelessly asking for a wish. The old man should first fulfill his granddaughter's wish. But when the granddaughter looked at him expectantly, the old man rejected her. Instead, he asked John and his wife what their wish was. Everyone was stunned, not understanding what the old man was doing. John's wife then spoke up. Their wish was to win $5 million on the lottery. The old man said it could be done but warned them. Good causes bring good results, while bad causes bring bad results. He asked if they still wanted to make a wish. The couple eagerly agreed. The old man then plucked a hair from his chin and handed it to the smirking John. The girl was shocked to notice that her grandfather's hair was white, but the hair he gave John was yellow. It looked like a weasel's fur. John then lit the hair and placed it in water. Without hesitation, they both drank from the cup. The girl couldn't understand. Earlier, the neighbor's water had been white.